So, let's talk about some encouraging messages today. So, I feel like there's just a lot of heaviness going yonder. And to me personally, I get so affected by just heaviness. And I think, is there a full moon today? I think there's a full moon today. And there's sometimes, well, a lot of times, I think our moods and just things of life are also affected by the moon, the energies. And I feel like a lot of us feel, and I'm just saying this because I get this way. So again, I'm only able to reflect how I feel. So I don't know exactly how you feel. I mean, I feel things, and I feel like I pick up on people's energy, but they're also going through the filter of me. So my perception still. But I feel like a lot of us we feel confined, constricted right now. And there's all these things pulling at us at the same time. So we're like feeling confined and yet stretched at the same time, if that makes any sense. And all the heavy weight of responsibilities of people telling you, oh, in order to do this, or order to be this, you need to do this, and you need to act like this, and yada, 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 And we have done that so much to the point of we don't know who we are anymore, in the sense of we are acting based off of, I'm trying to pull from my mind. I hear it all in my head, but it doesn't always come out. But I think we're trying to be something we're not, per se, because of what we're told. And I'm sorry, I see numbers everywhere. I just saw a car 999. I just saw a bus go by with 99. And to me, endings and beginnings. So maybe it means that all of that's going to change. Maybe we're feeling that way because we're at our breaking point, in the sense of we're going to break out. We're going to break out of our shells. I think there's definitely a lot of awakening, per se. And I always, because people talk about like awakenings and woke and this and that, and I have always been like, it did not that it didn't sit right exactly with me, but it didn't sit right with me. It's like, I think another word could be used, but I use it because I don't know what other word to use. But I feel like that's happening on a grand scale. We're starting to realize the structure of the way the world, how it plays its part on us. Like, here we are, these beautiful, intense beings, and we're able to communicate and make music and do all of these things. And we have constructed this place where, like, we're in these machines, this car. We go into these boxes, these buildings, and we're doing these jobs. And I always get conflicted because I think in a way we need some structure, but at the same time not how it is. Not being away from our families, our children, like I've talk about my little boy a lot, and I had to leave him and go back to work after I had him, after like 6 weeks. Like what kind of shit is that? 6 weeks? Leave my little baby. And what kind of world is that? Like, I think dogs, little puppies, they have to stay with their parents longer. It's just the way the world is and how it's structured. It's just, I don't know, I'm going off on another tangent. But I still think we are realizing that how things are not how they should be, per se. And I always try to pick my words and be careful with my words, because it's like inside of me I have two sides conflicting. They're battling each other because I understand different perspectives. Like I see the different sides. And so for me to say, or quote unquote pick a side, I can't pick necessarily a side, because I am both of the sides. I am all of the sides. And therefore, I am none of the sides. So, I think we are figuring things out about ourselves. And I know we'll be all right. Thank you, beeping. I know we'll be all right. But I think we have to go through this, what we're going through, in order to understand something. In order to realize something. Because if you don't go through the troubling times, if you don't go through the heartache, I don't think you're going to understand I don't want to say the good, but I don't think you're going to understand when you get to the end, the other part of that. I don't think you're going to understand it if you never went through all that. It's not going to make sense to you, or you're going to overlook it. Like if you don't work at things, like kids, if you're always giving them something and you don't instill in them the importance of working for something. And I don't necessarily mean like going to the jobs and whatnot, but actually like working for something. Maybe you're working on yourself. You know, maybe you're putting your sweat and tears into something. I feel like you're not going to appreciate it as much, because you're not going to understand it. You're not going to understand appreciation in that sense. You are going to see it as, oh, I can just get something else, which, again, I understand both sides. You can, but we gotta be grateful of the things that we have. I think we gotta be grateful for it. If we're not grateful for it, then why do we have it? Why are we going through all this? So, back to my message. We're going to get through it. But where we are, we have to be in it because there's something in it that we need to learn and to understand so we can pull through it and be greater on the other side.